Alright guys, shout out to my members, shout out to my subscribers. Thank you guys for locking back in with your boy. Let's get everybody caught up on what's going on. We got a serious little map here. So let's see what's going on. Let's talk about it. Let's get caught up. As you can see, we've sped it up a bit, so we're going to move quick. We're still working our way through Shagai. We almost got that wrapped up. Guys, if you don't know what's going on, by all means, just go back to part 1 and work your way back. I'm just trying to get you guys caught up, and we're gonna go ahead and walk through this thing and see what we got going on, so we can get caught up. This is a very interesting map, very different dynamics, some new things that you may not have seen before. So I want you guys to get caught up on it, so we can get into the meat and potatoes. As you can see, I have worked my way on over to Hadramat because I didn't want to be stuck here. So wanted to make that move to Hadramat while we got a chance. And sometimes, guys, I'm going to probably be doing this in story format, so that you guys can have a, I want to be able to just talk about it from a narrating story type format, and I think I enjoy doing that because it is a story and it's forming. So as we move along, I will be doing more of that like I did on the previous video. So y'all, I hope you guys look forward to that. Reading through some of the communication between me and Lorelei. As I stated before, Lorelei, our communication has been kind of strange because Lorelei comes across as somebody that's just kind of a dictator almost. It's like, I don't like for somebody to tell me how they want me to play. So guys, when you're in a coalition, play your own game and trust that your teammates know what they're doing and that they have their own agenda, and that when they can help you or give you some assistance, they will. But everybody has their own job to do, so we don't have time to be telling somebody else, hey, I need you to move your troops over here on my border, or I need you to do this and that, unless it's just dire. But sometimes it's just best to just play your own game. And that's why I'm showing some of this dialogue with Lorelei, because Lorelei really kind of was, getting on my nerves with some of the requests he was making. So if you want to stop and pause and read through some of these messages, you'll see how annoying it gets. I don't want to go back through it because I went through some of it already in some of the other videos. So you just have to go back to those and catch back up to this. But you see how he's saying, I am sorry if I'm insistent and all of that. Yeah, he was very insistent on a lot of things. And that's also a red flag as well, guys. When somebody is just very demanding and they requesting that you do things that are like, that doesn't really help me at all. And if you're my teammate, if you're somebody who we're on the same page, you should want me to make moves that benefit me as well. You should want me to do things that make me still appear to be strong and have a strong position in the game. You wouldn't ask me to do something that makes me vulnerable. For example, you wouldn't ask me to fly my airplanes all the way across all of your provinces where they have no protection, where now I'm stuck I'm basically at your mercy. You wouldn't ask anyone to do that. So I found it to be very strange. Now we have North Tombs coming from the north towards Lorelei. Lorelei said that North Tombs, the green guys you see coming from the north towards him, he said that they're upset because he backstabbed Shagai. I mean, I don't understand that, but okay. So we're continuously working our way through to Hadramat, making our presence known on that side. looking for opportunities to capitalize. And guys, this is not a time in the game to relax and, try to hide behind your coalition. This is a time in the game where you have to show what you're worth. You have to show the coalition, the team that you're on, that you're worth something, that you're a player, and that you're going to be a formidable ally when it gets tough. So this is not a time to relax. And as a leader, you have to also look out for all of these people that are on your team that may be spies, that may be maybe saboteurs, maybe allies with someone else. You must always protect yourself. So as the leader of this coalition, I'm watching out for all sketchy, skeptical actions from all team members. So if somebody does something sketchy, I'm gonna see it and I'm going to address it. That's your job if you want to be a team leader of a coalition. It doesn't mean you run everybody and tell everybody what to do. It just means you have to be aware of everybody on the team and everybody's role. And then you have to be aware if somebody is doing something that's detrimental to the team. The red flags. Gotta watch out for the red flags. Already had some backstabbing situations that we've had to deal with. Already have identified some red flags for multi-accounts. So we're going to continue to keep our eyes on that.
Can you pass me what pink hairbrush and the nature's blessing?
All right. I think part of the reason Lorale is trying to demand this and that is because, yes, he did help me out by going to war with Shigai, which I can appreciate. However, he put me in a good position of power when it comes to me and him at this point, because now I'm behind his forces and I can build, and I've got a whole country that I just took from someone. So I know he feels like I owe him, and I don't mind, you know, compensating him for that. Um, but at the same time, we're teammates, and um, sometimes people have hidden agenda, guys, and that's what you have to look out for: is hidden agendas. Just because somebody help you doesn't mean they are trying to see you do well. They may see that you are strong and they want to join forces with you so that they can sabotage you. And so we're just going to continue to see how this thing builds up, and how I was very suspicious of a lot of the activities of some of my coalition members. And sometimes you have to weed it out. And this is one of the toughest parts of this game, is being backstabbed. So this is one of those games where you'll see how you have to prepare for it, how you must see it and identify it, because it could be nothing. Could be nothing, but you still should be aware of certain things that really doesn't make sense, or that is kind of detrimental to your success. And this will all make sense as the game unfolds. Like I said, I am getting you guys caught up. This is a very, 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 this is one of those maps, even if you're a very experienced player, there are some things you got to learn, especially later on in these games. It's some real good information you're going to get from this map. If your game don't elevate from this map, I don't know. Because I'm going to slow it down at some point and really break it down. We're going to put it in story format, like I said, and we're going to really get into it. And it's one of those maps that I really am going to enjoy documenting and narrating. And like I said, guys, when it comes to the messages, if you need to just stop the video and read the message, just stop the video and read the messages so you'll know what the dialogue is between me and some of the other members and whatnot. In a situation like this, guys, you have to be patient. You get the land as much as you can, but you also want to just look for those little cracks. Look for those opportunities where something opens up that's worth your attention and worth you going after. Sometimes it's good to be patient. Now see here, Lorale he's fighting these other forces in the north, and that's to be expected. That's to be expected. So I think he's a little frustrated because he wants to advance and grow really quickly, but that's just not how the game is played. You have to advance and go as the game allows. But if you have a strong nation coming to you, you have to play defense, play smart, and just be patient. This is not a fast-paced game. So I just noticed that the Raleigh, he just has a lot of ego. And if you don't understand what I'm saying, you got to read through the messages. And I explained a lot of this in the last video. Got South French Indochina here. He has all of that to work with. And I should be able to create a front line for him. Push through here. We should all be able to work together to get through some of that. Right now, this is really good teamwork between me and the coalition members, though. So far, I like how South French plays the game. Very smart player. Alright guys, we're gonna end this video right here. Nah, well hold on. We'll give y'all a little more. We'll get a little more. We'll get a little more. Get a little more. But we're gonna push through. I wanna go ahead and get caught up. I don't wanna get too stuck. I want us to move through. As you can see, I'm going north rather quickly because I'm aiming for this little capital right here, as you can see. North Toombs has went AI, and so there's an opportunity to snatch that capital and get some serious cachet. So that's the mission now. I told you guys, that's why I was leading up to, is to let you know these are the type of opportunities you cannot let slip through your fingers. You can't do it. North Toombs decided to quit for whatever reason. And I'm in a great position to go after that capital. Which we don't know how much money is in it because he has so much land, it's no telling. So that's a worthwhile mission to undergo. While still expanding on the other side. So, you gotta be multitasking on this thing. But yes, that's the new mission, guys. I'm glad I didn't skim or go past this too quick. That's the mission. That's the breakthrough. This is where the game changes. This is it. If I need to get that capital, by all means necessary. Everything else is secondary. That's how you got to do it, guys. When you see a target, go get it. While these guys are asleep behind the wheel, you are on a mission. It shouldn't take me no more than 24 hours to get to that capital. If that. While everybody else wondering what I'm doing, why he's spreading himself thin, this, that, and the third. No, I ain't. So y'all walk with me, y'all join me as we journey towards this capital. We're going to see if there's anything stopping us. Now we got to focus. Now we got something we can all be on the same page. You know what we're trying to do right now. We're trying to expand on this side where Hadramad is at. And we're trying to get to this capital. Let's stay on the same page. We should be caught up to at least this point. I know it was a little confusing and this and that, but now this is it. This is the move that I made to change the tide. This is the move that I made to become one of the superpowers in the game. I gotta get this capital. Very important. This is game changing. Oh man, I'm sweating. I'm shaking. This is it. This is the part of the game that you got to understand. I ain't playing no games. Everything else don't matter. I'm sending all my airplanes up there. I need the money. Boy, we came a long way from Australia, didn't we? Alright. So y'all guys stay tuned. Stay watching the channel. You know what the mission is now. We're on our way to that capital. Soon we gonna, and I want you guys to walk with me as we try to get there. Okay? Y'all stay locked in. We'll be right back at you.